Hey, welcome everyone. Tom here from Park Avenue Trading, your chief dealer, keeping you sane in insane markets. It is 12:22 p.m. on February 16th, 2025, Sunday. Getting ready for the open of the market at around 6 o'clock p.m. Although I don't generally trade that short Asia session because it's just bananas. It's just Auckland open. You can wait for Japan to get in around 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And there seems to be a little bit more sanity to the market. But looking at dollar yen right now, the major critical price on this week is this 150.83 level. That level has to hold in order for good old dollar yen to try to track up to get to a resistance this week at 150 for the figure 153.90. That's where we stand right now. So we're trading really in between this big box right here. Now, if we can get above 154, we have that. Hang on here. We got this high bars close, which is really close, 154.31. I think that it would have enough muzzle velocity to basically pass up through this and get up to the next level of around, I would say 155.30-ish. There's a main point at 156.21 from last week. So right now, dollar yen is neutral to slightly bearish. A break of 150.88, you got to watch that level. It's a signal that we could be heading lower to around 149. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that because that's like really a daily level. So we could head down to 148.60-ish. Let's go 148.50. So that's where we stand in dollar yen at for the weeklies. Let's move on over to good old sterling dollar. Let me clear this stuff off. I mean, these are levels that we had. We had resistance at 126.34 for the daily, popped right to it, came right off of it. So where do we stand right now? Let me clean this chart. Remove 20 drawings. Yes, remove them. All right, so let me get some tighter analysis here. All right, sterling dollar itself, it truly hasn't. I mean, it's definitely more bid than it was just previous week where we hit the low of what was that 121.90-ish or something like that, or this low here of 122.25-ish. We didn't hit that 121.90. Oh, we did 121.64. Right now, basically, it's trading also in a big rectangle from these two levels for this week. The warning would be a break of this 123.91, saying that we're coming back down into this zone right here. The true breakout of this thing is above 127.50. So that would basically say, oh, that would be like the oh shit moment for all the shorts. Probably drive us back to like 128.5. But right now, cable is in a slightly bid tone, slightly bullish. It's neutral to bullish. It hasn't totally broken out yet. I'd really be more paying attention to like the sterling yen cross, not so much as sterling dollar itself. But hey, for a day trader, if you got long at 123, 50, and you rallied up to 126.05, that's not a bad day trade at all. Matter of fact, that's an excellent day trade. So right now, be cautiously optimistic with cable, and pay attention to this week to this 123.91 level. I'll pop through. If you don't see any like muzzle velocity really pushing down, most likely we're just going back down into that type of consolidation right down in here again. And then there's a potential to get back up through the 90 and try to attack the highs. Now, the breakout would occur, if we break 127.50, I would think that we're definitely, showing signs of bullishness towards eventually the 129 level. There's a huge point at 130. We haven't been there in a long time, but marketplace is trying to work its way up to that level. Let's go on over to sterling yen. It's another one. Okay, got lots of lines on this one. Let's see what I want to do. I want to get rid of this one. Okay, I'm going to remove all of them. Let's remove all of them. All right, so sterling yen 190 the figure, a real important point this week to hold above. um, right now it's tracking, it's trying to gain some traction up to say 195ish. It's been having a hard time with dollar yen itself. Got to watch that dollar yen, man. That dollar yen is the key to this whole thing. um, I would think that right now a break of 190.74 on the week. 19, let's go 190, let's go 190.70 right there. A break of 190.70 is going to drive us down to the figure. A break of the figure is sending us down back into a bearish tone, going to around a 187.82 again. So sterling yen a little bit tricky. In a consolidation phase right now. I would think that you got to watch dollar yen, and you got to watch the daily analysis that I do, because I'll give the daily points. So basically, we could figure out what dollar yen is trying to do. Right now, dollar yen has been trying to slightly recover. It really hasn't done it yet. There hasn't been a full force, like, yeah, let's go dollar yen long. Let's go. There's talks in the United States about cutting interest rates, or the Trump administration is trying to basically strong arm the Fed into cutting interest rates. It's going to be reflected in the SPY, and definitely in the NASDAQ. You watch that too, but I don't really like correlating, like trying to correlate stock indexes with Forex. Sometimes they perfectly correlate really well, and other times they're disjointed. And it always bloody well confuses me. So it's like I'm watching the stock market, and I'm like, oh, well, I should go buy dollar yen. And then the stock market kind of peters out, and then dollar yen's just doing what it's doing. So pay attention to whatever market you're trading. That's the best way to look at it, in my opinion. But sterling yen, I would have to say it is slightly bullish above 190, say 70. And once it breaks 190.70, it's going into a bearish tone, heading towards the 190 figure. Break 190 figure brings us down. I would go to like this low bar's close, 187.82. Euro yen, that's okay. Euro yen, same type of scenario. Euro yen's basically doing the same thing that good old dollar yen is doing. Or I'm sorry, sterling yen is doing. And let's get rid of this stuff here. Hang on. All right, got rid of all those lines so we can stay focused. Euro yen right now is trading in between this big rectangle right here. Now, it needs to hold this week. It needs to hold, I would have to say, above like 157 right now. 157, the figure. Let me get a line over here, 157, 157.04 is close enough. Needs to hold that level right there in order to keep its biddish tone. The only way that's really showing any type of breakout bullishness is above 164.10. Now, it's got some wood to chop to get up there. It's going to be a lot of back and forth. So right now we are, above this level, we are slightly bullish, heading towards the 164.10 level. A break of the 157, the figure this week would actually signal like 155.90 again. So there we have the weekly update for you in 9 minutes. So I look forward to seeing you again on the dailies. And remember, always enjoy the party, but dance near the door. Cheers.